Hello everyone, here me and my friend will explain a poster related to sustainable development in the underwater ecosystem. Then the explanation will be continued by my friend.
Okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Dimas David Raksuma, but you can call me Dav. And my student number is K45 21 0 and 29. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I want to explain to you about the meaning of the sea and its function. Ladies and gentlemen, the meaning of the sea. The sea is a collection of salt water in large and wide quantities that inundates and divides the landmass over continents or islands. So, the sea is water that covers the surface land and that is very large and generally contains salts and tastes salty. Usually, running water what is on land will flow into the sea. Jadi, laut merupakan suatu kumpulan air asin dan jumlahnya itu sangat banyak dan luas yang mengenangi dan membagi daratan atas benua atau pulau. Jadi, laut merupakan air yang menutupi permukaan tanah yang sangat luas dan umumnya mengandung garam dan berasa asin. Biasanya air yang mengalir yang ada di darat akan bermuara ke laut. And the next matter, that is the function of the sea. Ladies and gentlemen, the sea has a lot of the function. Why I can say that? For example, there are two kinds that is for science and social. The science. The first is oxygen producer. Jadi, laut adalah produksi oksigen. Dikatakan bahwa laut adalah penyumbang oksigen terbesar di bumi, yaitu sekitar 85% lebih. And the second is climate and temperature control, yaitu pengatur iklim dan pengatur suhu. Apakah kalian pernah mendengar curah hujan, angin malam, dan angin siang? Nah, seperti fenomena El Nino dan La Nina di Samudra Pasifik, distribusi suhu dan curah hujan di Samudra Pasifik. And the third is reducing the greenhouse effect and global warming, yaitu adalah mengurangi efek rumah kaca dan pemanasan global. Jadi, laut itu dapat mengurangi pemanasan global dan rumah kaca, sehingga dapat mengurangi akibat efek tersebut seperti menipisnya lapisan ozon di atmosfer gitu. And about the social, the first is food source. The food source, that is yaitu adalah sumber makanan. Seperti yang kita ketahui, di laut banyak sekali ikan dan tumbuh-tumbuhan yang dapat dimanfaatkan manusia untuk bahan makanan ataupun dimakan secara langsung, seperti ikan dibakar, terus ada rumput laut dan lain-lainnya. And the second is source of livelihood, yaitu adalah sumber kehidupan. Mengapa demikian? Karena laut adalah kehidupan bagi hewan-hewan, animalia maupun tumbuhan. Banyak sekali ikan-ikan dan tumbuhan yang dapat hidup di laut, sehingga laut adalah sumber kehidupan bagi manusia maupun hewan dan tumbuhan gitu. And the third is transportation line, yaitu laut dapat digunakan sebagai jalur transportasi. Kita pernah mendengar bahwa Jepang membangun kereta dalam laut gitu, sebagai jalur kereta api maupun kapal selam.
I'm Pramneski Tarina Skarkasturi with student index number K4521065 will explain about the social function of the sea and the condition of the seawater of Indonesia. The first one is the social function of the sea. The social function of the sea are the food resources. Many sources of food for humans are in the sea. The food resources are fish, shrimp, seaweed, and many more. The second one is source of livelihood. Human can do a lot of work at the sea. The work that can do at the sea, for example, are being a fisherman, tour guide, diving instructor, surfing instructor, work at the hotel near the sea, and others. The sea has important role for human economic aspect. And the last one is transportation line. The sea has a vital role for transportation. Food supplies is distributed through the sea to save costs. because it will be cost more if food supplies distributed through plane. Then, the condition of the seawater of Indonesia. Indonesia is the biggest archipelagic state in the world. Indonesia has more than 17,000 lands. The land area of Indonesia is over than 1,900,000 kilometers squared. And the aquatic area of Indonesia is reached 5,800,000 kilometers squared. Indonesia has the longest coastline in the world. Badly, the seawater ecosystem of Indonesia always face a danger environmentally because of sustainable development. The problematic like marine and coastal pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction always happens. The increased demand of resources, technological advance, also weak governance and law enforcement make the seawater quality worse. Overexploitation of resources also can happen because of illegal fishing. The coral reefs in Indonesia is in danger due to overfishing and illegal fishing. The climate change made the coral reefs condition worse. Around 82% of coral reefs in Indonesia is in danger. The plastic waste in Indonesia made the condition of the seawater ecosystem worse. Indonesia is the largest plastic waste contributor in the world after China, which is the most plastic waste ended up in the sea. So that's all from me. Next material will explain by my friend.
And then what about marine in the economic aspect? Well, we're going to talk about that. Before that, hello, I'm Desvita Maharani with student number K452103. I'm going to tell you about marine in the economic aspect. So, the richness of biodiversity that is useful for raw materials for medicines, cosmetics, to food also has economic value. Another wealth is the sea stores a number of renewable and non-renewable energy. Renewable energy resources that can be empowered, such as hot seawater, ocean waves, to ocean currents. Meanwhile, non-renewable energy resources are found on the sea, such as oil and natural gas. And then the management of Indonesia's marine areas can be basically be optimized using the Blue Economic Framework, a concept of sustainable marine government to achieve economic growth. The concept of blue economic development was adopted for the marine economy, known as the motto like blue sky, blue ocean, where the economic grows, the people prosper, but the sky and sea remain blue. Well, the economic aspect have a relationship to investment. So, in terms of investment, the marine sector needs to implement a system that is profitable without damaging the environment by combining private capital like philanthropy or grants, public and government, to fund sustainable marine ecosystem restoration projects. This investment model can also be applied in developing marine infrastructure, such as ports, facilities, and infrastructure for renewable marine energy to research. And then what about government? Is government has important role of sustainable development growth of life below water? Well, yes, the government also has an important role in the sustainable development growth of life below water. So the role of government in sustainable development growth is three. The government need to ensure that it's able to manage this wealth properly so that it can be used as much as possible for the public benefit. The second is the government must ensure that the sustainability of marine resources and natural resources can be maintained. The third is the government must ensure that security of Indonesia cease from aggression, threats of climate change, and criminal acts.
Okay, next I will explain the conclusion about this poster. Before that, my name is Sekar Fatima Zahra with student ID number K4521080. Conclusion is the Mediterranean Sea and the Coastal Sea, the largest ocean or ocean is Pacific Ocean, which comprise 45.8% of all parts of the world's ocean, amounting to 165,250,000 kilometers. In the Indonesian dictionary, it is said that the sea is a large and wide collection of salt water that inundates and divides the land over continents or islands. Indonesia is the largest archipelagic country in the world. Of this island, there are still many uninhabited islands. Unfortunately, the sea in Indonesian countries to face environmental threats caused by sustainable development, rising demand for research, technological advantage, overfishing, and inadequate governance, and law enforcement have also contributed to the deterioration of ocean quality. Coral reefs are threatened by irresponsible and unregulated fishing. Indonesia is the second largest contributor to marine plastic waste in the world after China. Plastic pollution is not only detrimental to living things in the ocean, but also as humans who are at the top of food chain. Indonesia expressing problem in the marine sector. This problem consists of then the richness of biodiversity that is useful for raw material for medicine, cosmetic, and food also has economic value. Renewable energy resources that can be empowered, such as hot seawater, ocean wave to ocean currents. Furthermore, the management of Indonesian marine areas can basically be optimized using the Blue Economy Framework, a concept of sustainable marine governance to achieve economic growth. The concept of blue economic development was adapted for the marine economy known as the motto Blue Sky, Blue Ocean, where the economy grows, the people prosper, but the sky and sea remains blue. As the largest archipelagic country in the world, 3/4 of its territory is the sea with enormous natural resources and environmental services. The marine economy is a comparative advantage that be transformed into a competitive advantage and a new source of economic growth for Indonesia. Ensure the security of Indonesia's sea from aggression, threats of climate change, and criminal act. Thank you.
Well, that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.